The Diary of a Certified Psychopath. Off the crank. Roused to my reeling senses at roughly 2 herring-gull hubbubs into this year's first full week of official British summertime, approximately 3 planetary pirouettes after having 1 hour of my precious life unceremoniously stolen due to an arcane practice in under- and overclocking that, contrary to popular belief, did not evolve from our finicky farming community's wish to curtail long and bleak midwinter nights for the sake of more efficiently fulfilling a comprehensive schedule of demanding agricultural duties relating to cranky livestock and sun-worshipping crops. No, rather, it was a political imposition in America triggered by World War I, intended to conserve combustible energy by coaxing early risers to rely on natural light as their primary source of illumination during the colder, darker months, when our M-class star looms lower over its myriad horizons for variably briefer periods. Shortly after autumn's golden-brown equinox, once mists and marshmallow fruitfulness have melted to desiccated carpets of deciduous confetti, and several million pillaged conker cases, humanity's increasingly multifaceted timepieces are seamlessly reversed to make it feel as though Earth's solar sage has risen to cast its dazzling rays across participating countries in our planet's northern hemisphere 1 hour earlier, before shifting to a seasonally christened timeline throughout the warmer months, when our tilted polar axis yields longer and brighter days, arousing a greater tendency within many sentient creatures to stay up socializing into the late hours of drawn-out evenings. There are currently 2 ancient timepieces in our house that do not automatically receive their orders to resynchronize directly from the internet or any form of GPS transmission. The first was a free giveaway, obtained with 50 ESO tokens, from back in the dim and distant day when Britain's leading fuel companies ran customer loyalty schemes that rewarded the most consumptive motorists with points for every gallon of petrol they pumped into their gas-guzzling SUV. These could then be redeemed for a variety of complimentary gifts. With our Volkswagen Golf 1100, running 2-star unleaded, we got as far as 4 cake forks and a whiskey tumbler. But for the top prize, which was a Panasonic boombox, you needed to be driving a Panzer tank. And then there is our cooker's integrated LED display, which can be reprogrammed via a simple press and hold sequence, using 2 of 6 buttons located beneath the panel. Set this one incorrectly, and you end up asking the oven to defrost an empty baking tray for 11 3-kilowatt hours. Though a nuisance, were it not for our pair of antiquated tickers necessitating this periodic ritual, I'd be blissfully unaware of my revoked or refunded 60 minutes. And in a not-so-subtle segue to the ride that followed, silky streaks of cirrus icing liberally spread across a sailor blue sky, and providing aesthetic relief from many a rogue silver wake, woven by humanity's mighty winged ferries. A familiar and thought-provoking sight to behold whilst orbiting my backdoor velodrome at well under 1/40th the maximum velocity of a Boeing 747 jumbo jet, and averaging roughly 599,999 times fewer normalized watts. But, to my magic carpet's credit, at a fraction of the carbon footprint for an internal short-haul glide. Throughout every disgruntled stomp west along the circuit's lower straight, I found it progressively harder to blame payloads of Britain's more climate-sensitive citizens for seeking respite on the continent's clement shores, as the relentless onslaughts of my headstrong foe combined our Gulf Stream's trademark turbulence with Siberian sting, though several hardier members of the neighbourhood's parent-funded junior trailblazing squad seemed happy to showcase their on-piste acrobatics in shorts and t-shirts, while Sussex's signature flock of 6 flag-bound birds, ruffled their unfurled feathers in tinkling vain, and bemoaned another fruitless flight towards the downs.